So often, I don't know what to review. Often I sit and look at the shelves and think, what should I review? And nothing really comes to mind. And I remember Ray used to sit there and say sometimes he'd walk by a shelf and something would catch his eye and he'd go, you're the one that I'm reviewing today. It's you. Sometimes you get something in the post that just absolutely means today is the day that I'm reviewing one specific thing, a beautiful specific thing that I'm very, very excited about. This is the epitome of gold chrome. Just look at it. Oh dear, look at that. So the story with this, there is a birthday present coming my way. My birthday isn't till after TFN, so I'm not allowed this particular thing for my birthday. But in the box for my birthday, which it's come from Mr. Ben's Collectibles, which means I know what it is. But I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is, and I'm not allowed to touch it to my birthday, and that's absolutely fine. Oh, look! Oh, Jesus, look at that. So, this is forgive me, I'm making this up as I go along. I could go and research what it is, but just... It's a KBB Oversized Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. But it's not just the KBB Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, it's the Armour Knight Optimus Prime. It's the one that I paid an absolute mint for, with the super amazing, beautiful paint job. The genuine one, the real deal, okay? The one that I love. And then bought a one in grey that didn't have any paint on it for £15 online, which is just ridiculous. But this one's enormous. So first of all, I don't know how this is going to react with the camera because there is some grade A bling going on here. All the front of the grille is about as shiny as it possibly gets. Can you see all the stuff in the background? I've got a Power Rangers cocknose monster here reflecting in the background. You can see the microphone on the camera, look. And as I go sideways, you've got gold chrome on all the wheels, you've got gold chrome on all the gas tanks and the little storage boxes that are there, gold chrome on the back wheels. You've got this absolutely sublime blue teal, just glorious flame motif with clear red windows. You've got chrome gold over the sun visors. You've got chrome gold on the smokestacks at the back. I love this. I genuinely love this. I haven't put this down. Every night I've come home and played with it. I got all the new Age of Extinction. I got all the new I haven't got all the new Last Night toys. That's a lie. I've got Barricade. I've got Optimus Prime. I've got Squeaks, which I'm very conflicted about. And all of those, right, I've got them, I've transformed them a couple of times, I put them down, and there they've stayed. Okay? I know it's shit, but it's just how it is. And I ought to love them more, but in many ways I kind of don't. This toy I have come home and played with every day. It makes me happy in all kinds of ways. So the first thing I think we're going to do is start stripping him. So you've got that. And for those who haven't seen this, because everyone's seen this mould, you've probably seen this mould, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I just like talking. You've got the sword! Now this is actually really like Optimus Prime's sword, and the reason I know it's like Optimus Prime's sword is because I watched a programme on the Tube of You the other day where they created a metal version of Optimus Prime's sword. I put it on the TFYTC. I'm a part of the TFYTC, I'm not sure if you knew. I put it on the TFYTC and they recreated Optimus's metal sword, but they made like an 8-foot one. It was absolutely enormous. They cut watermelons with it and stuff like that. It was quite clever. That is... well, that's not that good actually, is it? That's okay. It's not that good. Do we agree? Is a pink Energon one. How beautiful is that? That's lovely. And what I didn't realise is that these bits retract, and when he puts his sword out, this is Energon shieldiness, It's got your 3 prongs in there with the gun. That should pop out. If you get the 3A one, the gun it's motorised. And one day I will have a 3A Optimus Prime. I'm going to have one of those 2-foot super articulated ones with all the... I'm actually part of an Optimus Prime collectors group, and I said the other day that Movie Prime is my Prime, and everyone was like, G1. Movie Prime is my Prime. Beautiful. The other thing we've got is a sword, which is clear and catches the light beautifully. Absolutely just... And because it's translucent, some of the detail actually really comes out better on it. It's just lovely. And you've got a hole in there. Can you see? I don't know. There's a divot in the handle. And you'll find out what that's for in a moment. Now, this one is a little easier to play with because it has something that happens on it that doesn't happen on the actual Hasbro one. You'll notice it when it comes along. You can't help but notice it when it comes along. So we're going to take our massive, enormous Optimus Prime and we're going to grab underneath, we're going to lift the canopy. You've got to get your fingernails underneath. It's beautiful, shiny gloss plastic. I adore it. I'm really paranoid about scratching it up, but you've got to do this bit. You've got to take that, you've got to pull the canopy up like that, lift that up, and then that means that we can take the sides and start lifting them away like that. And they secure beautifully because, can you see there, you've got those clips and then you've got these tabs here and it all clips together. It's a very, very secure truck mode. Once you've got it into truck mode, it's beautiful. So what you do is then you take all of that stuff and then you can see the gas tanks and then everything's going to fold down. Everything's going to fold down. It's like you're giving him bat wings. Okay, and then you're going to unpeg this at the front, unpeg this at the front just by pulling it down, and then the whole back section tilts up. Yes, like all the other Age of Extinction Optimus Prime leader class things, except that because it's a KO one and because we don't really want the superfluous junk that goes with it, what we can do is split it in half, which makes life loads easier. Because you've got these pegs on the back here, which is very, very clever. And we've got ports on the back here, which is also very, very clever. And it's really easy to unplug them. It's one of those times where Kuben Bao, Wei Zhang, so on, so on, so on. I know some of you don't like the KO thing. Clever. Clever, super clever. And I bet Hasbro are sat there kicking themselves thinking, oh, we could have done that. We could have done that. Too late now. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to have some fun with this thing. We're going to take this, we're going to wangle it like that, and we're going to open it up and give ourselves some space. We are going to take the arms, which are tucked away in here. Look, forgive the lighting. The sun is setting and it's bright outside. Makes a nice change. It's really warm, but it's not too warm. It's all good in the hood. We're going to turn these around like this, so you've now got the big old shoulder pauldrons, which isn't particularly accurate, but it's not too inaccurate. I quite like it. We're going to take the front of the vehicle. We're going to hold everything at once. So I've got thumb on the top, thumb on the sides, thumb on the chrome on the front, and we're going to try and wangle everything apart because all of these are separate bits. So you just need to keep an eye on everything before you start pulling too hard. Never pull it too hard. Take all of the hips and everything, pull them down. Oh. Oh, with the demise of light piping, we have to relish in something. And a good ratchet is the thing. This is now backwards, so we're going to take the whole waist section and spin it around. Now the reason we do that, just to explain very quickly, because I've worked it out, is can you see that this is wedge shaped? You need to turn that backwards because that wedge shape allows the feet to touch in the middle to put the truck back together, and when you turn it round this way, they don't touch together, but it gives it the nice A stance. It's just very clever. It's a good piece of design. I really, really like it. So we're going to do this. All the feet are backwards. Let's start with, you take his Nino covers and you push that down. Okay, so now he's got a very acceptable knee knot. You take this, fold it down ever so slightly, and if I get as close as I can without the camera going, we are ready, ready, ready. Boy! Optimus Prime head. Oh yeah. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful that is? Oh, we're gonna play with that in a minute. Gonna play with it in a minute. Leave me alone. I'm fiddling with lighting slowly because the sun's going down and it's completely different from when I started. It's a pain in the arse. We're just going to get through it, okay? Take the bottom of the legs. We're going to, let's get this correct, okay? So there are flappy bits in here. And what we're going to do is undo that. Turn that round. Okay, so the grill is now on the front of the body, and then we're going to take this, we're going to push it ever so gently and rotate the heel around. Lovely jubbly. We are going to grab the big old hooks that are on the back here, and somehow, because it's not that easy, and you've just got, even on the big one with loads of space to get your fingers in there, fight with it. Okay, like that. That's all you've got to do. And then these bits rotate, so you're going to turn that around, get it out of the way of all the chrome so we're not going to scratch anything, and just rotate it round so that bit's at the bottom so the wheels are up the right way. Okay, and that gives you freedoms. So we're going to do the same thing the other way around. I'm going to hold it like this. We're going to see how it goes. So we're going to take the chrome, move it down, fold it around to the back. We're going to take the top of the cab, we're going to fold it around this way to the bottom, like that. And then I didn't pop the feet off. I'm very pleased. I've popped the feet off more often than not. I feel quite pleased that I didn't pop the feet off. There we go. Dig your hands in, pull the toes up like that. So we're nearly there, look. So you've got to take the shoulder pauldrons, pull them down. What you've got to do is take these massive great big shoulders. They're a bit flappy like this, but if you click them in, listen, listen, oh, clunk. And then the same thing up here, you've got this track that the shoulders sit on. Just push them back gently, clunk. Lovely. Arrange the shoulder pauldrons down like that. Arrange the shoulder pauldrons down like that. Now we have Nemesis Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I'm looking at me on the screen instead of me, you know. Oh, look how beautiful that thing is. Let me see if I can get you in focus. There we go. I've got a new setting on the camera. It seems to be working quite well as long as I'm planning what I'm doing in advance. Now, it has beautiful click-clacks at the knees. It has fairly soft ratchets. It's very stiff hip because he's big. Beautiful clickety-clack front to back. Absolutely all of that makes me very, very happy. It's got a ball joint here, so it'll do a squeaky, squeaky rotate. It will alter angle ever so slightly, not a huge amount, but just enough. Put it away. Forwards and backwards. That's on a detent. You can see it's got positions on it. It will go up and down. Oh, again, everything on this is beautiful. Ratchets on the elbows, turny wrists, and just to show you how glorious some of this is, let me see if I can refocus the camera for a moment. But because it's the Armour Knight Optimus Prime, it's got the flames that go all the way through the gauntlets. So once he grabs the sword and pulls it out of the Knight's Terminus, it's just got all the deco and stuff like that. It's absolutely beautiful. It just this thing isn't even the birthday present that I'm not supposed to have. This is like the sweetener before the actual birthday present arrives. I just genuinely haven't put it down. I love it. There is one thing that this toy does that the other Hasbro one, I'm not sure. Yeah, because it's the Armour Knight. If you take the face, because the face is, that will turn like that, and it's on a bit of a ball joint, so it gets a little bit of wiggle waggle kind of, I'm not sure what I'm doing. But if you put your thumbnail just underneath the face sculpt, put your thumb just underneath the head, pull it up like that, can you see? And then we're going to rotate this like that, line it up, push that back down, and we have Optimus Prime with a mouth. Should Optimus Prime have a mouth?
No, Optimus Prime should not have a mouth.
Yeah, he should. So, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I can't think of any more words for it than this thing is beautiful. It's genuinely, it's so beautiful. I wish I could stay there. It's the evening over here at Smusno Towers and the sun's come down and I just had to move from where I was because it wasn't working. Beautiful face sculpt, really, really nice. Pecs on the chest. Sculpt's perfect. It's the Armor Knight sculpt because the other sculpt gets it all wrong and this is the sculpt that gets it right. There you can see the flames on the gauntlets on his wrists. So they're just, oh, so nice. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful shiny silver chrome all over the thighs. It's just, I could just go on about it for ages. Even if you turn him round, he's still sex at the back. He's got the stupidly slim waist that he's supposed to have, and this is all because we've just completely thrown away all the robot junk that normally goes with it. He is stood on the shiny stuff at the back, but that just seems to be part of the course with all the posh Optimus Prime toys these days. So I'm going to put the red swords in him because they just look nice on camera. Optimus has this really nice system here where the thumb comes out and there's a silver peg inside the hand, which I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but I'm sure you can imagine. I can't do that and hold him and press the focus button at the same time. You've just got to live with it. What you do is you take the slot in the sword handle, which I showed you earlier. You put the slot in the peg and close it up. That way you can wiggle this around as much as you like with all the ratchets, with the stiff wrist joints, with all of that sort of stuff. He will hold this till kingdom come. It will never go loose. It's a beautiful, beautiful secure connection. You also have a great big port in his forearm. So what you do is you take the underneath of that, you plug it in the port on the forearm like so, and there we have him. As beautiful can be. Tooled up to the nines. He's going to kill you. It doesn't really matter that I know what I've got for my birthday, because that means I can have this amount of joy all over again just after TFN. It's not the end of the world. But I did say that I was going to do toy reviews on Monday nights. And here it is, Monday night. So this is my own little version of Transformer of the Week. Oh, Bisto said I should do it. I've got Bisto's permission to do it. I'm not going to kiss the fist. It's a Bisto tradition. My name's been SMS number 1, and I'm going to talk about toys on Monday nights, whether you like it or not. And if you want to listen too, then this is the place.